First things first, let's just get into the shit, Popo. Your boy Verse got that shit. Not that clap clap. I'm talking about that cough cough. Yeah,
Oh,
your
I'll squeeze
boy,
the balls.
your boy since the last episode called COVID-19. Holy hot damn.
It's fucking 22 by now, though, right?
Yeah, and it's actually funny, yeah, because that is
You
the
caught
thing.
that new shit, baby.
And that's what I'm assuming. So that's the one thing I wish I knew. I wish they could tell you like what variant it is. I'm pretty sure if I go get the antibody test or whatever, I'm pretty sure they'll tell you what it is if you do all that. But yeah, your boy is on day 5 of COVID. I'm trying to get my ish back together. I went back to work today, trying to get back into the swing of things, and decided to hop on this 1-2 thing and try to
Bless
podcast
you.
you lovely folks because COVID, as far as I know, you can't transmit it through speakers, so you guys should be good, but still go get tested.
Could it be in any way you have running around with a bunch of little boys?
That sounded odd, but so no, and so that is the thing. So I'm assuming it came from one of the kids, assuming. So it was either the kids or someone with basketball. But to summarize the timeline, so like on what was it, like last Tuesday, Kai didn't feel good for a little bit. And it was just like a 1-day thing. It wasn't nothing major. He didn't even miss school. It was just like just one night he didn't feel good. And then didn't think none of it. And then Wednesday night after Zay's practice, he didn't feel good. And then he ended up actually like throwing up in the middle of the night. And so it was like, okay, yeah, he's not feeling good. So like, we're going to go ahead and, have him stay home. And so he ended up staying home Thursday and Friday. And he had been coughing the whole time. Unfortunately, he has asthma, or he has allergy induced asthma. So anytime he gets sick or
Mm,
whatever, he's always coughing up. So again, didn't
yeah.
think too much of it. But then Friday, I'm working and I'm like, I'm exhausted. And it's like, I got like 2 more hours left in my shift. And I'm like, I don't even know if I can finish my shift. Like, I'm exhausted. Like, I'm ready to just go lay down and go to sleep. So then, of course, we started getting a little concerned. And so we're like, okay, let's go ahead and take these at home tests. And we took the at home test, and both boys that night came back positive, and me and Skips came back negative Friday night.
How does
So
that work when you have the home test? Like you have to go mail them, right, or some shit, or
no,
is it like a pregnancy test that eventually you wait like an hour on the toilet and then it's just
so it's basically like a pregnancy at-home pregnancy test. We have been taking these at-home tests from like day one, as long as they've been available. Like we always have some tests on deck, and somebody doesn't feel good. It's like, okay, let's take the test real quick before we go out, make sure that we all good. And essentially, Skip's got some new one that's tied to like an app, and then like you follow the instructions on it, and it tells you how long to swap and how long to swap the other nose. And then you do the little mixer and you drop the water in the thing, shake it up or whatever. And then, like a pregnancy test, you let it sit for however long, and either it comes back with 1 line and you're negative, or it comes back with 2 lines and you positive. So, yeah, both boys, it came back positive. And then for both of us, it came back negative. It was like, okay, it was like, that doesn't make sense because they didn't feel good. I didn't feel good, but Zay got positive, I got negative, and then Kai felt okay, and then Skips at the time felt okay, but then Kai, had got positive. It was like, okay,
got
what's going on?
worse? I'm just
Like,
wondering what's kind of fucked up about that whole notion. I don't know if you ever had to deal with some cheap ass pregnancy tests, but you're waiting for the cross. You get one line, and you're thinking, oh shit, it started, and you figure if I shake it, will it stop it? And then you kind of wonder, it ain't like a fucking etch a sketch and shit that's just gonna go away. But then what
yeah,
if it just got like dried out? Or you just didn't drink enough water, but you still squeeze out some piss anyway. So like it don't give it the thing it needs to drip
the
all the
whole
way.
thing.
You just get one line. You're thinking, okay, we're cool. We,
No, and
keep
that
fucking.
was no, that was the thing that, and so next step, and I'll kind of elaborate about my concerns about our home test. So like the next thing that we ended up doing was like, let's go to the official place and officially get tested. So then Saturday we went, did the whole, you wait in line in the car, whatever, you go around, they do the whole swab thing, stick it all up to your brain. And then it's, hey, wait 24 hours and then you'll get your test results. And then Saturday night, Skip started not feeling good. And it was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is concerning now because everyone except Kai ain't feeling good. And then next day, Sunday, I think I took like 3, 4 naps. I slept like almost the whole day. Just,
Yo,
I'm
let,
waking up, I'm up for 30 minutes, and I'm falling back to sleep, and then I'm
let,
up.
let me ask you though, how good's that sleep been though?
It was some good
Ain't
sleep.
like there's only about 3 sleeps that can really give you some good ass sleep. You know, after you feel the presence of the Lord, right, and you're comfortable because of your
The Lord.
salvation. And then the second one when you bust that fat ass nut that you've been holding back for a fucking week trying to edge yourself. And
Yeah.
then the third one probably be when you cry yourself to bed. You usually get a good sleep then. But COVID, brother, COVID is giving you some of the best naps ever
The high
where you ain't get up to piss or nothing.
the COVID hibernation. And no, that was the thing. Like I just kept going to sleep and was exhausted. After that third nap, I woke up and I saw on my phone, I had got an email notification and I'm like, oh, wait, this is the lab results. And I clicked on it, positive, big red letters. I was like, see, I was like, I knew I had that shit. You raggedy vid. You raggedy vid. I knew I had that COVID. So yeah, and
Wait,
then
vid?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
venereal disease?
COVID,
Oh, yeah,
COVID,
yeah.
vid for short. You raggedy vid. Yeah,
I get it now.
I know.
Hey,
I'm
that's the
freestyling.
title of the story. Story.
Oh, that's the
That's
title of the
that's the
show.
title
Yeah,
track, baby.
yeah, the title track. Yeah, raggedy vid. Now it is funny though because while we have been waiting on the results to come back, I had saw a TikTok where a chick was talking about how the swab to the throat is more accurate than the swab to the nose. And they were saying,
Mm.
especially with what's the name of the new one?
The
Omnicron.
Omnicron.
With Omnicron, they said that the cultures are more present in the throat than it is in the nose. So I was like, okay, let me take another at home test or whatever, and let me go ahead and swab the throat and see, if that makes a difference, if you will. And it's crazy because that other at home test came back negative. So I took 3 at home tests over the course of the past 7 days. Every one of them said negative, but then the one official one that I win, that one came back positive. So I say all that to say, I don't know if I trust these at home tests. So going back to again, and again, we paying top dollars for the ones that we've been getting and we're doing all the rules the right way,
Hey
so on
now,
and so forth. But I don't
yo,
know.
y'all go to the CDC website. Supposedly, them at-home tests are now officially for free. I think it started either
I heard about
yesterday or
that.
today. So if y'all really trying to go be about that,
I still
I
don't
guess
trust
order
them.
them. I mean,
Don't
yeah, I mean,
I don't trust them. Like if we want to get into COVID conspiracies or whatever, because there's the flip side of it where it's funny to me because people are like, "Oh my God, you could take Coca-Cola and you could put Coca-Cola on it, and the Coca-Cola comes back with COVID or whatever." And it's one of those things where I am someone who, since this shit started like 2 years ago, at least 8 times I thought I had COVID. So they could have at least got 8 fake tests off of me by just having those at home things saying that you got COVID. I would have believed it every single time. But everyone I've ever taken has come back negative. I'm going all the way up to the brain, so on and so forth. But so I finally got the one positive one, and so overall, I felt like shit. I had to miss work on Monday and Tuesday. I just came back to work today. I'm still not 100%. I'm glad that I'm not coughing as much because I was coughing all on calls today, and it was actually funny because I was on the phone with one of my coworkers, if you will, that also had got COVID over the holiday weekend. And like, I didn't even do a big announcement. So, like, only a couple of people know that's the reason why I was out. And I'm not hiding it. It's just, I'm not like, oh, hey, by the way, I got that shit. So it's just been one of those things is it organically comes up. And so I'm on the phone with someone today. And so we're talking. I keep coughing. I'm trying to get through my sentences. I'm coughing or wherever, so on and so forth. And they were like, oh, yeah, I'm recovering from that too. I was like, I had been out for the past couple of days since I got COVID. And they were like, oh, no, I can tell. That's that COVID cough. They were like, I know exactly what you're going through right now. They were like, I went through the same thing. And I'm like, oh, shit. You could tell I got COVID over the phone. Ain't that some shit?
Shit, back in the day, the way you holler, "Oh, girl, you sound sexy." "Oh,
Oh,
motherfucker, you
girl,
sound
that
like you
voice.
got COVID."
I know it used to be, oh, girl, that voice deep. Oh, but now it's, oh, you got that vid. You got that shit.
That
I don't
shit
know, man.
sound
Can't call it.
familiar. I mean, it's a throat disease. I mean, now I'm afraid of getting head. That's my favorite thing. Yo, I and you say you saw that shit on TikTok, bitches fucking putting Coca-Cola on the COVID test?
Yeah, well, TikTok and a bunch of other places, I've seen that a bunch of times. And again, not to call out one side of the political spectrum, but it's always the right who's like, oh, see, they're faking the test, they're faking the numbers. Look, you put tap water in there and it comes back negative. Oh, you put a little Coca Cola in there, it
Honestly,
comes back
yo,
negative
you know
or
what would be
positive,
fucked
whatever.
up? I mean, shit, we had fluoride in the water, son. So like, why wouldn't they put the motherfucking everywhere? So guess what? Now you all gotta get vaccinated. I don't know.
See, No, and so that's one of the things where yeah, it again, I never believe in absolutes. So even though I don't think that's what's happening, I also can't rule it out because again, I don't test all of the sewer water and all the stuff going through. Who knows what the hell is in there? But on the flip side of it, I think if there is some type of conspiracy with that home test, then the conspiracy, just going through my personal experience, the conspiracy would be the simple fact that okay, maybe the tests are doing false negatives on purpose because it wants you to be out there in public with the shit to continue to spread it more. So maybe that's a
Yeah,
conspiracy.
and
But
and on the real man, another thing too, and I don't know if I sent you the TikTok thing or if we discussed this before. A friend had sent me, um, so it was just some financial. I forget what she does. She's somewhere in HR spilling secrets because the bitch got fired. You know what I'm saying? And she was talking about how with these readings and it fucking with production, fucking with numbers, fucking with people coming in. It's even people draining out their PTO and none of that.
yeah,
They don't want to be paying that shit out. And a
yeah,
lot of the times now, one of the theories or one of the things that they're saying about them shortening it down from 7 days until 5 days of having to wait or whatever, having to take a test, they want to be able to bypass you having to wait them 14 days. Because guess what, motherfucker, we need you back at work.
no,
And
yeah,
and
we talked about that the last
yeah.
episode. Yeah,
Remember, and
yeah,
if you get in too early, guess what? You ain't getting that check.
yeah.
So, I mean, and guess who would benefit from being able to take the at-home test? For motherfuckers that have to be here in about 2 hours. Hey, you can take this fucking test, and
Yeah,
if it's all right, then get your ass to work.
and come back, yeah. And I'm actually curious too, and we'll see how it goes because I did yesterday. I went back up to another one of the places to get another official test, and I'm actually waiting. That hasn't come back yet, has it? Still waiting on the results of that one to see if what is that 4 or 5 days later if I test positive again. I don't know, we'll see, but I was at least decent enough to be able to get up and get back to work because that was one of the things wherever I know how the CDC is managing things nowadays, if you will. I didn't want to get into a situation of, okay, I done missed 3 days of work. Now I got to figure out some whole doctor's note thing. And then, oh, now we get the situation with the CDC is saying this, that, and the
Mhm.
third. I was like, I'm just going to get my black ass up and get back to work and see how it goes.
Yeah, I finally started contributing to the healthcare shit again because
Yeah.
I was motherfucker was being real dirty and not having proper important healthcare benefits. For
Yeah.
me trying to pinch some pennies and shit, and I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Because like for example, if you got some kind of whatever basic HMO supposedly going to pay for you to get a expedited flex, whatever that the
The
quick
rapid.
version of the COVID test, yeah, the rapid thing supposedly.
Yeah.
So fuck with me having to wait till tomorrow. God damn it, tell me this shit's in a fucking hour because whatever. So getting good to have, I guess. Right, you gonna be paying for something. Give me some kind of expedited services, but yeah, man. You
Yeah.
just
Now,
it's hard to fuck around now. They don't caught me. They got me cornered. They got me cornered, and I had to contribute to healthcare. It is bullshit. Cause